DEA drug decoder shows how dealers will use blue hearts, and that means meth. A dragon would mean heroin, and even a school bus means Xanax. So what should parents know to protect their children? DEA Special Agent in charge, Bill Bodner, is here to break it all down for us. Good morning, Bill.
Good morning.
Good morning. This is extremely scary. You pick up your child's phone, it looks completely innocent. You don't know that the blue heart means heroin. How are you using these symbols to catch these criminals or these drug dealers?
It is terrifying. I mean, there's a whole different language being spoken out there, and us as parents, us as adults, we're not necessarily educated. We don't speak that language, so it's been a process of catching up. We put this document together, this aid together to educate parents, and they got to be informed about what's going on in the house. If you saw a school bus and a heart, you think, oh, my child maybe is excited about school, loves school, and it means something really, very different. It's difficult when these things are on social media, when the smartphone has kind of made everywhere an open-air drug market, when drugs are delivered right to your door. All these things have made it more difficult to police what goes on in our homes, and we've done this in an effort to try to help parents get in front of this problem at home, because that's where the solution starts.
I know you have been doing this for 30 years. What is the drug that worries you the most?
Without a doubt, it's fentanyl. I mean, fentanyl is, it's terrifying, because what's different about it is the way it's being marketed. It's being deceptively marketed, and children are especially vulnerable to that. So it's getting people who are recreational drug users and killing them. It's getting people who are experimenting with drugs, some for the first time, and killing them. We've always had a problem in this country with substance use disorder. And unfortunately, there's people suffering from substance use disorder who are succumbing to fentanyl and dying of overdose deaths. That is definitely part of the problem. But it's kind of exponentially grown now. This incremental increase in overdose deaths is now people who are using drugs recreationally who don't know there's fentanyl in the drugs, and people taking what they think is a legitimate prescription drug, and in reality, it's a counterfeit pill. It has no prescription drug in it. A lot of times people will call these pills oxycodone pills laced with fentanyl. And, to some extent, I take issue with that, because there's no pharmaceutical ingredients in these pills. People need to know that. These are illicitly manufactured, clandestinely manufactured. They're fentanyl pills. They're made in a filthy lab. And you have to understand these pills are not real. When you buy them on the street, you're taking a tremendous risk. Our labs do testing of these pills. When we buy them, when we seize them, 40% of the pills we test have enough fentanyl to potentially cause a death. That's a terrifying number. So that's what's out there on the street, and that's why the way these pills are being sold, that's what terrifies me so much about fentanyl.
Terrifies parents, too. Bill, thank you so much for that lesson.